That's great.
Hi, everybody. We're live. We're live, Dana.
TikTok Shives.
No. Well, maybe technically, yeah, but
No. I mean, it was 6 o'clock before we started chit chatting, or here.
that
But
yes, that's true. That's true. Of course,
but
I have been here and ready to go for quite a while now.
really, because when I looked about 4 minutes ago, I didn't see you.
Oh, really? Cool. I was going
Yes.
to get my pizza.
Yeah, and so was I. So
Okay.
there.
Okay.
We
Okay.
just
Hey.
we can. It's all good. We share. We can share the blame. It's fine.
If do we need to place blame?
It's not about need. It's about what we enjoy.
It's about want.
It's about fun. Excuse me. So, hello.
Hello, everyone. So, how are you,
How
Dana? You're on spring break, right?
I am. I'm. It's been really nice. I've really enjoyed it. Um, and am continuing to enjoy it so far. So yeah, it's. So yeah. Let's see. What did I do today? I slept in. Oh yeah. So I slept in, and then I washed my hair, and the process only actually took about 15 minutes, but I soaked in the tub, and that took a couple hours.
Most of the day, I
And
presume.
and
Yeah.
then let's see. I mean, no, I don't think I put the laundry away. I think that was yesterday. I did have my remote therapy session with my therapist, so that was a thing that is should do. And then I took a nap. I had clean up in the office a little bit, but really today has been just relaxing. Yeah,
Well, I mean, you are on a break, so
it's so nice.
you should be. Yeah, you
So
shouldn't be
yeah.
doing a whole lot.
But yeah, it's been nice. I've specifically prioritized not doing a whole lot. So yeah.
Which for you, you do have to prioritize that.
Yeah, if I don't make that a priority,
You have to
I'm also
prioritize not doing stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm still like doing stuff. Like one of the things that I've not done yet because I'm still working on it is fixing my key wallet. So
Okay.
so like all of my main IDs, like let's see, where's this one? My health insurance card has like all of my barcodes on the back. Because like what I did was like the Costco card, my library card. Um, oh yeah, because there's two library cards. Okay, my Costco card, my
Yes.
Chattanooga library card, my home library card, and the YMCA card. They all have barcodes on them. So I photocopied those and then shrunk them down so they would fit instead of going this way on the card, they would fit this way. And then I went
Right.
and taped
So
them
you
all
could
to the
just,
back
yeah,
of this one. So then when I put it in, I can just keep it in there and just wherever I'm going, just beat that
swipe
sucker.
whatever you need to swipe. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and it's so nice. And so then it has like it has my AAA card, has my driver's license, has the my main credit card, and and then the medical insurance card. And then it also has this, which is the Find Me
Oh, so you
card.
can. So when
So
you
yeah,
inevitably lose it, you can find it on your phone. Yeah.
yes, yes. But you have to have the phone. If you lose both the wallet and the phone, then you use the keys to find the phone, and then you use the phone to find the wallet. If you lose all three of them, you're stuck. But
You'll just have to remember. You'll just have to find one of those three things in
yeah,
that
but
case.
like you can't find the keys with the wallet or the wallet with the keys. You have to use the phone to find those two items, but you can use either of those two items to find the phone. So even if you lose two of them, you can use the third one to either find both or to find the phone so that you can find the other one. So yeah, it is, as a system, it has worked out really well.
I'm so glad.
Me too.
I'm so glad. I want to just say thanks, Empire Jeff, for the super chat. It says, happy March 32nd, everyone.
And I
like
just want
yeah.
to, I want to say a very, very belated thank you to my school district for making it so that I don't have to deal with teenagers on April 1st. I was reflecting on that earlier today. I'm like, because I'm seeing, stuff about students, what students are pulling on social media. And I'm just like, I'm feeling particularly grateful today that I'm not in school. So, and no, not even any tutoring today because it's Wednesday. Woohoo! Not that I don't think my tutories would be. I did have one of my munchkins try the owl thing on me.
What's the owl thing? What's the owl thing? I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, that somebody in the room or in this area or on this Zoom call has been apparently possessed by an owl.
I see. I see. And what is the name of this person?
Well, I said, really? My question was, how did you find that out? And the student just kind of blinked.
Oh,
was not prepared for that.
I didn't have a script for if it went this way.
I said, we'll have to tell your parent about that afterward. And then they perked up, and then we went out and I said, yeah, so and so told me that somebody in the library got possessed by an owl. Parent went right for it, and kid was just delighted. Yes. So that was a lot of fun.
Snakebit Cat says this is the point when Steve and Dana reveal that we're actually watching Voyager this week. No, I wouldn't do you guys like that. We're watching Poirot as previously announced.
Hey, that you could have gone for it, and I mean, you could have been like, and then after have been like, April Fool.
You thought we were watching Poirot?
Track of stuff. My thing is I forget things. So
that's why you have that. That's why you have that Finder tag in your key wallet. No, we're watching Poirot. We are watching about the first 45 minutes. I went through and tried to find a good stopping place. And I mean, obviously, I don't watch the whole thing because I want to save it for when we watch it. So usually what I do is I go to about halfway through and just kind of, look around and hope to find like a cut to black. I couldn't find one in this one. Maybe there's one and I just missed it, but I couldn't find one. So I did find a spot that we're going to stop at. It's slightly less than halfway through. So we'll watch basically the first half, the first 45 minutes of Death on the Nile.
Woo-hoo!
So if you have not already done so, the link to the version of it that some kind soul uploaded to the Internet Archive is listed in the video description of this very live stream that you are watching right now. So if you need a copy to watch along with us, go ahead and download it from there.
Bless you, kind soul.
Yes, whoever you are who dumped the entire Poirot series on the Internet Archive and really saved our asses, because remember, we were watching it on YouTube when we first started watching Poirot, and then they all got taken down from YouTube. And I was like, oh, what are we going to do now? But someone had it on Internet Archive, so here we are. Caitlin says, this might be my favorite Poirot from this adaptation run entirely.
Wow. High
praise.
Jinx. And then let's see. So last night, so one of the other things that I did, I did watch The Residence. Had you watched that, or had we just talked about it?
The Residence. No, I haven't watched. That's the murder mystery show.
Mm-hmm. And then so anyway, and then there are a couple of things, let's see, that I want to watch with my family. We have read Nimona, which I'm kind of bummed because, and pros and cons. So that is I got the graphic novel, but now I don't actually loan it out to students for like independent reading in English class. I do have it. I do loan it out sometimes to students who are like in the elective, or just, you know, students that I know who are no longer in my class. I'll loan it out there, where, because my baseline rule is nothing that has a movie or a series attached. And then they went and made a freaking series. So we want to watch that because we all read the book. And so we want to watch that. And then Zootopia 2. Because we all
really, I saw that was out. I haven't watched that yet, but I saw
haven't watched that yet. But yeah, really like Zootopia, and am tentatively hopeful. Let's say we'll see. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm gonna try to watch. I might even watch it tonight after this is over if I feel like it. I want to watch the new Anaconda is on Netflix. I want to watch that. And then also I saw that I think Crime 101 is streaming on Prime. I want to try to catch that.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But between now and when me and Jason do our next podcast this weekend, because that, I feel like that'll be a good one to talk about in the pre-show section where we talk about movies we've seen. Because our last week I watched the new Running Man. It was all right.
Yeah, so Caitlin, I'm gonna fuss a smidge. What's P&P? I don't know. I mean, especially, you know, get Colonel Fitzwilliam to Staffordshire or Elizabeth to Pemberley. I don't know. I just
Caitlin's answer. Oh yeah, the meme book with the zombies.
Exactly.
Not everybody's an Austin head, you know. Not everybody picks up on it right away, like P&P, you know.
Yeah, I know, but like there's something like R&J. There's something, especially with the additional pieces of information in the comment. I don't know. I feel like, and especially like I don't know. I mean, now maybe it's because, but I mean, I've never taught it, and I've never been around someone who has taught it, but like I knew all that stuff like certainly before I read it. And I don't know if I've ever seen like the full viewing of any one of the movies or you know, like the miniseries. I know I've seen some of it. I don't know if I've watched the whole thing through. You know, I may have just watched it and forgotten it, or, you know, or maybe I haven't.
I honestly can't remember if I have or not. I think I've watched. It was the Sense and Sensibility is the one that they made the movie with Keira Knightley, right? That was Sense and Sensibility, not Pride and Prejudice.
No, Keira Knightley was Pride and Prejudice. That was Pride and Prejudice.
I watched that one.
Sense and Sensibility was Emma Thompson, and
back in the 90s. But didn't they do a more recent version? Didn't they do a more recent version of that? Because I know the Emma Thompson one was like in 1995.
Yeah, it's so freaking good.
Okay, I want to catch a couple of things in the chat. 255 AD said and this is bouncing off of my MacGyver video, which is my video that I released today. It's weird how much like mainstream and bipartisan anti-drug stuff was in the 80s and 90s, given how now it's very much a right-wing coded position. It was one of those big like 80s social issues. It was like, you know, treated very similarly to like environmentalism, you know,
but I mean,
ending, it was ending homelessness when we briefly pretended to care about that.
But also I think like it was, because I mean, we talk about the drugs thing, and my immediate thought is, you know, it's a conservative thing because Nancy Reagan, you know.
Oh yeah. You know, and the quote unquote war on drugs started with Nixon. So I mean, it is like a right wing origin thing, but the in the 80s, like the cause was very bipartisan. You know?
And I mean, I think it still is. It's just gone about, and even in the 80s, different ways. Like the whole using the war on drugs as a pretext for over policing Black neighborhoods and things like that, and as well as like, you know, how we deal with people who have become addicted, like how we respond to that. Is it, you know, punitive versus, you know, thinking about it in terms more of a health issue. Also, Air One Fire says, I started watching Lower Decks
So far, I enjoyed 4 out of the 15 eps I've seen. Series premiere was by far the funniest. And this is pretty close to my own feeling. I also still think the first episode is probably the best episode.
Maybe we should
And
watch
so
that sometime. I mean, not necessarily here, but
the first episode of Lower Decks.
if that's you said it's the best. Did you think that doesn't that's a comparative statement still? Did you enjoy that episode?
I enjoyed it when I watched it. Yes, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I wish that the rest of the show had turned out to be more like the first episode in terms of like the style of humor but and so if you've watched 15, then you're a season and a half in, and season 2 was around the time I started to lose interest. I know for me, my Lower Decks, journey was, I liked the first episode. Some of the other episodes in season 1 are good. I enjoyed them, had a chuckle, but then eventually I got to a point where the only thing that made me laugh was the opening credits, which are always the same. But there was like, there's little gags like there's a gag in the opening credits where the ship arrives on the scene of like a big space battle with other ships fighting and shooting at each other. And the ship like takes a pause and then turns around and leaves. And for like the first 2 seasons, that made me laugh. Like every time I saw it, I knew it was coming, but it always made me laugh. And then it got to a point where that wasn't funny to me anymore. And I thought, okay, now we're in trouble. Like
if the one thing that's guaranteed to make you laugh no longer makes
exactly
you laugh,
if the gag from the credits that I like ain't doing it for me anymore, and nothing else in the episode is making me laugh either, then we're in trouble. And then also
I want to grab on Phil, because I'm wondering if you'll get if you'll pick up if your mind will go the same place mine did. So I think Philip Kehoe said that he'd watched the Cigarettes Will Kill You episode of this did not of the X-Files. This did not make me think of the X-Files. Yeah. Do you have any idea where my mind went?
Batman Forever.
Good guess. No.
Caffeine will kill you.
That's a good one. Cancer Merchant.
Oh, Clerks. Sure.
Yes, immediately. Chuli's gum?
Think for yourselves before you pelt an innocent man with cigarettes.
Oh, so good.
I love how the guy just has like a lung in his bag, like just coincidentally, before everybody figures out that he's a salesman. Like, just coincidentally, he's got a lung in his bag that he can whip out and drop on the counter.
I mean, didn't you back in the 90s?
I always did. I always carried one, but I thought I was the only one.
Well, but now,
Jeff Boriak says there was a Lower Decks episode that referenced Deep Space Nine. Yeah, there was.
I have no idea where you're going with that.
It wasn't remotely. It was literally just, here's Deep Space Nine.
but it was animated?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, there you go. You get to imagine what Deep Space Nine would look like if it was drawn instead of like live action.
Quark is in it. Kira's in it. I mean, it's literally, hey, everybody, look, it's Deep Space Nine. And that's the only idea they had.
But hey, everybody, look, we paid these guys.
Yeah, it's nice that they got. That's what I said about Sirach Lofton showing up in Starfleet Academy. I was like, well, at least he got paid. Good for him. I'm not, I don't hold any grudge against anybody having a job.
Speaking of, so anyway, that was my therapy appointment was mostly us talking about what we've been watching lately.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
we were.
You know what you know what I watched today that's had me in a good mood all day?
Nope, I don't. Can't even guess.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
The 2 new episodes they released of season 2 of Daredevil.
Okay.
And you know why I'm in a good mood?
Because they didn't suck, I'm guessing.
Because they didn't suck. They're good. Yeah, the show is good, but episode 2, like the whole final 15 minutes is just Daredevil beating the fucking shit out of a bunch of cops. It's great. It's great. I'm sitting there going, go Daredevil, go. Fuck those cops up. And they're not just cops. They're not just like random, like, They're metaphorical ice agents, which is even sweeter.
I thought you were going to say they're metaphorical cops. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose they are in some fundamental sense. They're not. They're actors playing cops, um,
And
but no,
he's not
they're
really beating them up. It's acting. It's acting.
they are representing ice agents in an allegorical sense. And Daredevil he beats the fucking piss out of them, and then he frees all the people that they're holding prisoner. So
Hooray!
all the people that have been detained by this fictionalized version of ICE get away, and we get to see Daredevil kick the fucking shit out of about a dozen ICE agents. It's great. It's great.
Did people? So when was this released? Did this just come out yesterday?
Just now. Just today. Or
okay.
Yesterday. I mean, yeah.
Right. So have people been whining about it online? About probably how woke it is? Okay.
Probably, but I haven't. But you know, it's interesting. I haven't seen as much, and maybe it's just because of my algorithm is just tuned more to like Star Trek stuff than it is to Marvel stuff, because I talk about that more, but I haven't noticed as much fanboy whining about about the Daredevil show as I did about, like, Starfleet Academy, for example. But yeah, I mean, but I would imagine there is some, like, if their problem is it's woke or it's too political. I mean, the whole story of this season is how Mayor Kingpin has created his own sort of personal police force and is using them to under the guise of public safety and wanting to protect the citizens of New York against vigilantes. He's basically using his personal task force to just round up and arrest anybody who displeases him, and locking them away in indefinite detention, and like, I don't know, that seems like a rather pointed critique of certain things happening in the real world at the moment. To see Daredevil go in and bust it up and again beat the absolute shit out of a whole bunch of cops was great. It was great.
Caitlin got through the filter for me. Something is more effective than and less addictive, side effect laden than opioids, which I'm guessing is Debbie. I'm so glad you like it.
Yeah, thanks, Debbie.
Oh, pot. We're getting a pot. For me, man, nothing seems to be as effective for anxiety, and that was the other thing that we talked about, because I've been thinking about it recently. It's not just like anxiety, it's just that like, you know how intensely and rapidly angry I get when I'm driving and somebody does something stupid.
Yes, indeed. I'm familiar with this phenomenon.
And how quickly it goes away. Like, once they're out of my way,
instantly.
Just
instantly.
Don't care anymore. And so I was thinking, because one of my other challenges is like when students just don't show up. There are very few things that I can do about it, especially when we don't have a phone number that actually gets in touch with anybody. It's just, and it's really hard for me to just do what I can and then not struggle with it, not be emotionally invested. It's so hard. And I think I just feel things really intensely. Anything, like any feelings, I tend to just, it's a lot. And so we were talking about that and how to make it not be as much of an issue, because it's not a huge problem, but it is sometimes unpleasant and or inconvenient. So
sure.
But man, and I'm not supposed to drink anymore. And that was one thing that would always help out with it. Just dial down the feels.
But it's good that you shouldn't be using alcohol to like manage your emotions. I feel like that's a really unhealthy. Yeah. Yes, it's a very unhealthy habit to get into.
Well,
I'm
but
having, yeah.
if it's not habituated, just thoughtful and okay, I'm overly upset about this. I mean, it's I don't understand why that's more of a problem than, my period cramps are worse this month than usual. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen.
Here's what I will. Well, I mean, I feel like there's a difference between taking an Advil and getting drunk, but here's what I would propose in that. If you have just a little drink to take the edge off, that, I mean, maybe that's okay. But I have spoken to you at many times when
it's been more than one small drink.
You've had quite a bit more than that. You haven't had just a little sip of, of some vodka or whatever to just, to kind of mellow out. Like you're fucking, you're
smashed.
You're flying. Yeah.
Yep.
And that is, I think, unhealthy. Even if you don't do it like every day, even if, as you say, it's not habitual, that's still not healthy behavior.
Yeah. It's probably also not healthy that I don't just take an Advil either. Like, I take more if, 2 doesn't cut it, I'm going back. If I still have really painful cramps. Yeah, but you're still not supposed to. Like, you're not supposed to do that either.
But that, I feel like that's a little different than, let me get shit-faced because I had a bad day or whatever. 285 AD says, do you give a shit about Artemis? I wish I cared more about it than I do. I think I said that last night when me and Jesse were streaming. I would have thought that I would be more excited about it, given what a space nerd I am and given how much I, have idolized astronauts since I was a little kid, and how much I have thought that we should be going back to the moon and we should be going to Mars and all. I'm sad that I'm not more excited about it because, like, I wasn't, even if we weren't doing this, because the launch is supposed to be tonight, even if we weren't doing this, I wasn't planning on watching it. I mean, I'm just not.
You're just not feeling it?
I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. And I think it's because of, I think it's because of who's in charge. Yeah.
Which, and we're getting towards, we need to go ahead and start watching.
Yes,
but
yeah.
I did want to, something that came up, and it comes across my social media feed pretty regularly, especially with where I'm living, about how we respond to, ex-MAGA and, the idea of providing them with a soft landing. And I'm just like, I just don't see enough. What doesn't cross my algorithm enough at all is people saying that, we need to not just be saying, okay, you suck and we'll never accept you, but there's like a huge gulf between you suck and we never will accept you and yay, you're not MAGA anymore, have cookies, like, I want to see more people responding with, that's really interesting, so what are you doing about it?
Yeah.
Like, that needs to be the default response. That needs to be the common response. And I don't understand. I cannot fathom why people do not respond with that. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
That should just be, because there's nothing. It doesn't have, it can be phrased judgmentally, especially with tone. Like, oh, that's nice. What are you going to do about it? How you say it does matter, but it doesn't have to be judgmental. And then it gets them thinking about action if they haven't already been thinking about it. And hopefully they have. But like, so many people, when I'm seeing about, well, I've realized what a terrible person he is. Finally, I'm like, I kind of don't care about that, because theoretically you shouldn't be able to vote for him again.
Right.
Yeah. And
what are you going to do next? Yeah.
And practically speaking, you remember I showed you that clip that I edited. From a different world.
Yes.
Die, just die from the wedding scene.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, that's gonna happen at some point. So we're probably not voting for Trump anyway. It's probably not an option. So what are you gonna do?
That's what I say too.
I don't
I
get it. I
that
don't
that
see.
that's
I don't see why that's not like the common thing that I'm seeing on my algorithm. So hey algorithm,
yeah.
that's what I want to see.
Yeah. I think I've said before, like whenever my first question to someone who says, you know, like I regret voting for Trump, or I no longer support President Trump or whatever. My first question is, so are you voting for the Democrats next time? And if the answer is anything other than yes, that's also my last question, and I don't want to hear from them again. I'm not.
Ever.
It's a pointless conversation after that. You know, like, oh, because I'm not. I don't. I'm not here to soothe your conscience or to absolve you. If you're like a Trump voter looking for forgiveness, like that's not. What are you going to? Are you going to? So are you voting for the Democrats next time? Not
Mm-hmm.
just for president, but for your reps and for your local offices. Is
All the
that
way down, unless
and yeah,
unless there's an even more progressive candidate on the ballot that has a good shot, then sure, go for that. If that
sure,
candidate can get
sure,
elected, go for it.
sure,
But
but that's probably not the case. But I mean,
probably
yeah,
not. But for some of the down
that's
ballot ones, maybe, maybe.
well, and yeah, but I mean, but that's my first and usually last question, because if like, well, if then we're done. Like your regret means nothing if you're not going to translate it into action. Okay, so Dana, are you ready?
I am so ready. I've got it queued up and it's at 0000. So hopefully all y'all, while we were yakety yakking in here, you have queued up your copy of your access to Poirot, and you are at 0000. And
Indeed.
so hover and get your remote ready and get your cursor ready and hover over play, because Steve is going to count us in. He's going to say 3, 2, 1 play. And when Steve says play, we all click play together, we watch together, and if something happens, fates forfend or whatever, and you have to like restart your device, or you can just look on up here at this time code and be like, oh, that's where they're at, and to where we're at, and join us back in, and it's all good. Ta-da!
Yes, indeed. All right. So Dana, you said you're ready.
I am.
All right. I hope everybody else is ready because we're doing this. I'll say
Woohoo!
three. I'll say 3, 2, 1, play. Everybody hit play when I
Wait,
say
now I have to
play.
go back.
Yeah,
I'm just
no.
kidding.
April Fools. Okay. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, play.
Activity turned off from what?
Yeah, Caitlin, I thought the same thing. It was a dark and stormy night. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Pizza, pizza, pizza. Yay!
I wish he did too, Caitlin. I wish Poirot went, ho, ho, ho. It was a murder. Ho, ho. Oh, yeah, get some.
Kalen, I thought saying I renounce it was enough. That's like saying, well, I don't believe in everything he stands for and still voting for him. Like, what? That's just lying.
Can't get it up again, huh? What, your
They
balls?
is someone.
I can't believe my testicles would let me down like this.
No, I was like, wait, is this a Star Trek crossover? Is he a Klingon?
I'm sorry, they've never done this before.
Oh, wait, there was a song about that. Sometimes love, it It just ain't enough. Ooh, pretty. She's American. And she's very blonde. Caitlin, that's very wasteful. The Latin in her. Woohoo!
I'm holding out for Jim from the office. We don't do that sort of thing in America where I'm from. I shall die.
We're at Lynette and somebody.
Caitlin, duly noted.
It's like in Mrs. Doubtfire. Your accent's sort of muddled. Well, so's your ton.
Yeah. He's waiting on the stoop.
I thought a stoop was like an American South thing. You know, Appalachian.
Well, how do you know he's not from there? From America.
Look at that lip curl.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, where is this? I'm not picking up where this is supposed to be in the world.
It's on a lake.
Oh, a lake. Okay. Well, don't jinx it, 255 AD.
Jeez. Or excuse me, gee whiz.
It's not a party till it is a Poirot party. Wow. Take it easy, dude. He's the title character. We're here for him, not for you.
He's got main character syndrome.
Well, it will never happen.
Not according to this song.
She's from America too, I think. Kinky.
I'm not French.
Whatever. No. I was, not anymore.
Pretty. Well, maybe if you read actual newspapers instead of the gossip rags. Just saying. Hmm.
I'm American
Is it
too,
though?
like she is.
If you will excuse moi.
Oh, thank God. Oh, God. Auf Wiedersehen. We. Touche, as they say in France and also Belgium.
I like the coat mostly. I wish the drape went out more. Oh dear.
Oui, but I did not care. If you're implying that I'm not really from America, I'm on vacation.
Why are you so sure?
Good for you,
You
Poirot.
American.
Don't care. On vacation. Not my problem. Not Poirot's problem.
Ce n'est pas de problème. Dun, dun, dun. There's that.
I mean, it would be a bad episode, but they should have done one where Poirot legitimately just took no interest in the murder at all because he was on vacation and he was determined to stick with that. Is he?
Was she though? Well, did you really want a stupid man then if he'd fallen for that? I'm just saying. If he loves you, why is he treating you like crap? My advice here is the same as it is with my students. Dump him and move on. I am volunteering information that will become important later on.
Yeah. Just take a second here and establish my motive for the coming crime. Yeah?
But I
Sounds
do
like a
it
plan.
gently, see, so it would be all right.
Make sure the gun's loaded before you do that, otherwise, completely pointless. They've got really good ears. Poirot, this isn't your
Digging that
problem.
dress, though. Look at that. Look at that. The uneven hem, the deep red color.
Are you the one whose dick don't work?
What's wrong with brioche?
What's wrong with brioche? Yeah. Diabolical.
But no, no. I do not have the uncle named Bob. I mean, after all, one hangs you for murder two as well as murder one these days.
I don't want to get mixed up in your bullshit. Oh, the boat's called Karnak. Magnificent. Teddy Roosevelt. I don't think that's in Egypt. What, this boat?
And the fact that I have already paid for the ticket.
British person, American person. I still don't care. It's not my business. I like her. I hope she does kill and get away with it.
You always say that, and it always happens.
My favorite character is always the one who has the motive to murder, and I'm always
And then
rooting for
does.
them to murder and get away with it. Yeah. Oh, they did a pro wrestling handshake, the weak little. Oh, yeah. It's the one who looks like Teddy Roosevelt when he's wearing his Panama hat. I'm gonna kill her.
One does. It's like they say about winning. It's not everything. It's the only thing.
When does he tell you the tragic backstory of his mustache? Oh wait, that's not this one. Poirot is king of the world. King of the world. Wow, how'd they get the Washington Monument all the way over there? Caitlin, you want to know how I got this mustache? My father was a barber and a fiend. Fucking liberal.
Yes, but there was people who built these. So
Still nothing, huh? Bye. I'm sure it is.
idea.
She's from America.
Put R's in everything.
It's a very good idea. It's getting frightfully hot out here.
I'll just put it back into the gun for you. Oh, wait.
All right then.
Is he an agitator?
That look.
The long suffering. Mm.
The Nile is famous for its haddock and cod.
No, 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 no. Do not
No,
touch.
no, no. Please don't touch. Yes, yes, it was. Sorry, detective's gonna detect. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Oh, my goodness. Six alive.
Hey, I didn't ask. Just keep away from me. Thanks.
Go away, brown children.
Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. Moo. Did you think, though, sir? Did you actually think?
Hmm. I wonder if they'll run into those guys that dug up Boris Karloff. Hey, wait, one of those guys is Batman in disguise.
What? Me too, Camel. Me too. It's been a long day.
I'll be your Hastings for this one. Hey, rather.
Mm, mm. Mm. Oh. Ooh, pop. So.
9! Nothing suspicious going on here.
Mm. Mm.
He's so polite. I would just walk the fuck out. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Woohoo!
She comes staggering in.
Mm. Mm. Liz Hill's complete with hair pulling.
Or a murder. A fucking murder.
I mean, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. We know that that's an issue for him.
Oh,
You haven't had your large gin yet. I'm from America.
should
Okay,
only
stop. I'm sorry I asked.
enough for what? I haven't murdered
Yeah,
anybody yet.
exactly.
Still trying to get my courage up.
Nobody move. Yeah, do it. I've never felt such a rush of power in my life.
What? Oh.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you play charades with gunshots. I'm familiar with that. Yeah.
Oh, he said charades.
Charades, yeah.
I thought he said Shiraz, like the wine. I was like, that wasn't what they were drinking. Like, what? I thought they had gin.
Yes, I'll just hide the fact that I've been shot in the leg from my wife, who is on the same boat with me right now. We'll have to tie her to the bed. I'll get some rope. Gott den Himmel.
I'm very German.
Oh, I'm going to have to amputate.
Woohoo! Nobody thought about picking it up at the time, of course. There were like a whole bunch of them there. Nobody's
Caitlin,
like,
I know I think that's more morphine than Philip Seymour Hoffman gives to Jason Robards in Magnolia.
dun
It's a
dun dun.
mystery.
Pretty much anybody on the boat other than you, apparently, or maybe this guy.
He's been at it for 4 hours. Woo!
Why couldn't they have done it on the previous
Okay.
cruise?
And pause.
So I'm curious about this, and not
So we'll
super
stop
curious.
there.
Yeah, you say pause, but like, I just went ahead and closed the window because
Well, yeah,
it's
whatever.
gonna be
Stop
a
right
week.
there. Yeah.
But it just popped into my head. I'm like, we always say pause, but then like it's a week later, and it's not like
It's, yeah, you don't. I'm not expecting you to leave it
it's not
pause,
a
but
video
that's where we're coming
cassette
back.
that's
Yeah,
like that's where it's at. So
that's where
oh
we'll pick things up. Yes,
yep.
with the and I mean, I don't. I haven't. I mean, I've seen this story before because it's been
Mm-hmm.
filmed.
A
I haven't seen this
bunch.
version before. Yeah, it's one of the more popular ones. But so I think if I remember correctly, the next half that we watch is the part where they all get out and they pull the boat over the hill. I think that's the next part.
So
You know, yeah. So
um
um,
what I don't know why this one is filmed so often. I don't know why.
it is, well, I don't know either, but it's like this one and Murder on the Orient Express. Like they're the two most popular ones. They're the ones that it seems like whenever there's whenever like another 10 years or 15 years go by and they want to make another Poirot movie, it's almost always one of those. Because
Mm.
Brana's first one was
Mm-hmm.
Murder on the Orient Express, and then the next one was
Yep.
Death on the Nile.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're pausing right on the cut to the Emily Blunt lying dead in the bed there. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like the cut from Poirot to Lynette croaked.
Okay.
What are you looking up? Oh yes, Caitlin, and then there were none. Yeah.
So yeah, it may be the fact that so much of it takes place in Egypt because I'd forgotten about Murder on
Mm-hmm.
the Orient Express having some scenes in Egypt, and so
That's true.
it
That's
may
true.
just be
Yeah.
the use of that location, you know. Um, oh gosh, what was the one before Nemesis with Jason? What was his name? Anyway, but there are at least two. I mean, of course, there are a whole bunch of Christie stories that take place in Egypt, but there
Yeah.
really aren't very many of the Poirot stories, and apparently, those are the only two novels that have a significant amount of the events of the story. Now, there are others. She'll have characters who are connected to Egypt, especially her military characters. Sometimes have served
Right.
there. But that doesn't necessarily mean you can shoot something with that setting. So that would be my guess. But I'm just like, it's good. It's a good story, but in terms of like her best work, it ain't up there. Death on the Nile, it's just not up there as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
That's
Yeah.
kind of as a Holmes fan. That's kind of it's a little bit how I feel about Count of the Baskervilles. Not that it's a great book. Like
Yeah.
it's a really great book, but it's not like for me. If I was going to choose like peak Sherlock Holmes, it wouldn't be that.
Yeah.
Um,
And
yeah,
then again, I mean, and then it starts to become its own thing. Like,
yeah, yeah,
because so many other like creators have done it, it becomes more well known. And then also, new people coming up want to sort of make their mark on that particular type of story. They're like, they, you know, give a different perspective on the same story, which I don't like,
yeah,
but I can understand the temptation to say, well, they did it this way, but I can see it this way, and here's how it's different.
yeah. Well, it's coming. There are certain stories that, for whatever reason, just kind of become that. You know, like I mean, Dracula is one. I mean, how many versions of Dracula have there been? The major, sort of most well-known Shakespeare plays are like that, where it's like every couple years there's another Hamlet. There's a new Hamlet coming out like right now with I think um
Like, in
is it
addition to Hamnet.
yeah, like there's a new version of Hamlet. Yeah, with I think it's Riz Ahmed is playing Hamlet. Um and plus yes, and Hamnet, which is not an adaptation of Hamlet, but you know,
No, but
Hamlet
connects.
is mixed up in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Um yeah. But yeah, and like yeah, Hound of the Baskervilles is the Sherlock Holmes version of that, where it's like one that's been done over and over again, and Murder on the Orient Express is the Poirot version, where it's like
Yeah.
that's the one that's just been reinterpreted time and time and time. It just for whatever
Yeah,
reason,
but
there's certain stories
I
that
will
just
say Murder on the Orient Express is a better story. Like,
then
the
Death on the
the
Nile.
oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. It's the whole conceit is brilliant, and then the characters are great, and that some of the womanish man is the womanish man and the mannish woman. She uses that a lot.
Yeah,
And so, that coming up in that story is first of all, it's a fun conceit to play with, and then also the fact that the train gets stuck, is huge. It makes it
yeah,
essentially a locked room mystery. um
yeah,
yeah,
which is
there's just so
clever. A
much.
locked room mystery on a train. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
getting snowed in. And then, yeah, just so many things, and the characters are great, and the dialogue is great, and oh my god, Poirot is just great line. I do not like your face. I mean, just so good. Just so good. And just absolutely brutal.
I do not like your face.
Because I do not like your face.
I do not
It's
like your
like this
face.
great takedown. I love it so much. Um, maybe one of my favorite lines of dialogue. Like, it's definitely up there.
Because I do not like your face.
Yeah, it's so
It's a good
good.
line. It's a
It
good
is.
line.
Up there with with her, I think her best dialogue is in Tommy and Tuppence.
Sure, you love Tommy and Tuppence.
I love Tommy and Tuppence, and she's like, I would have, when Tuppence says, in I think it's the second book, I would have thought that with marrying you and being settled, and having enough money to take care of our bills and buy the things we need, I should have been perfectly happy. And he says to her, is it me or the money that bothers you? Like, ouch. And then she goes on to say, of course, there are always hats. What do you mean there's always hats? And then the whole conceit for the book is that they get set up in a detective agency, and really it's a front for something else that they're doing. But they get to play it being detective because that's the front, so they get to be detectives. Woo! And it's so silly and fun. And so they come up with the idea that they're going to decide which which authors types of stories this case best fits it, and then they're going to treat it like it's one of those other stories. And so they actually come up and do Agatha Christie. They do her, but it's Poirot and Hastings. And Tommy says, I think this one is going to, he's the Hastings, and he says, I think this one is going to be known as the Triumph of Hastings. And Tevin says, no, that is not the way it is done. once the idiot friend, always the idiot friend.
Yeah.
I think I've told you about that one before. I think
You've
that's
told me about that
probably
before, yeah.
my favorite, because damn, it's such a takedown of him as a character and herself as a writer, and just
Yeah.
God, yeah, so good.
I think I've told you my favorite Sherlock Holmes line.
I can't remember, but if you tell me, I'm sure.
I think it's from The Problem of Thor Bridge. That's the story. I'm pretty sure. And it's Holmes he's walking across the lawn with he's a senator from the United States, and he's like a big shot. And he's talking about some skeleton in his closet or something. I forget the exact circumstances. It's been a while since I read the story. And Holmes says, "You rich men must be taught that all the world cannot be bribed into pardoning your offenses." And I was like, "Get him, Sherlock. Get him, Sherlock."
I wish he'd used forced to learn.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, because immediately you say that first half of the line, and I'm like, it's gonna rhyme. It's gonna rhyme.
Do you rewrite
to.
Shakespeare too? If I quote from Henry V, you're going to be like, that St. Crispin's Day speech is good, but he should have said this instead. Like, you would, wouldn't you?
If I thought it could be improved, absolutely. But like, you have a rhythm there. These rich men must be taught that certain things cannot be bought. It's just,
sure. Let's sing-song it up. That'll make it better.
But that's why I want him to say must be forced to learn, because I don't like that, and it jumps into my head, and I don't like it.
But that is your problem. This never jumped into my head.
Yeah. So the solution is that Conan Doyle should have adjusted the line so that I would not have this problem.
So that you, obviously, living like 100 years later, would not have the problem. Like 130 years later, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Philip Keogh and of course, loving the movie Clue, you've got Mr. Green's line, "They all did it." But if you want to know who shot Mr. Body, I did. In the hall with the revolver. I'm going home to sleep with my wife. It's just such a great line. It's like, so does that mean he's not gay?
I think that's what that means.
Or
that's what that means.
Does that mean that he's still closeted?
And he wants everybody to think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's okay. We missed you, but that's okay. I'm not mad. So
some days it'd be like that.
Do you feel like Wordmaster or
yes? Let's go for it. Yep.
All right.
If I get sleepy, I'll just push on through, and then I will sleep in tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna go vote, I think.
Oh, this is the runoff.
Yes, early voting, and then we're gonna go because I was thinking about this, because last time we didn't or I guess we could have, but we went to get donuts after voting, and like there was next to nothing there because it was like 6:30 at night, and so they were kind of cleaned out, and we're like, yeah, we don't want anything nothing looked like particularly enticing. I was just like, eh. So now I was thinking about it, and election day is next week when we go out to school again, and I was like, maybe we should go this week, even though it's not like we don't have early voting at our location. We're gonna have to drive to the south end of the county to do it, but we've got time. So
let's play Wordmaster. So to everybody who's never seen this before, in case anybody watching doesn't know what this is, what you're seeing right now is the Wordmaster board, and it is as I often say, it is Wordle with the serial numbers filed off. It's the same game, the same rules, and we play like this. Everybody can see the Wordmaster board that you're seeing right now, except for Dana. Dana doesn't see it, but Dana goes by my descriptions of what the status is, and Dana decides what we guess and what words we try. But if
also
you are watching,
what everybody says in the chat.
Yeah, if you're watching live and you want to play along, please throw in your suggestions as well, and we will play as a group and hopefully solve this one like we solve almost all the other ones. So yeah,
Have we not solved one of
Dana.
these?
I think Wordmaster we've solved them all so far. We missed one on Wordle one time, I think, before we switched over. But anyway, so shall we begin with our customary
Let's do it.
starter?
H-E-A-R-T.
H-E-A-R-T.
I was thinking the same thing.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this gives us an E, an A, and a T, but none of them are in the right place. So, and no H and no R.
So it could be something A-T-E something.
Yes, it could. Yes, it could.
But it can't be later because there's no R.
That's correct.
Jeff Borowski, no, it can't be great because the T is not at the end. They're all in the wrong place. And also no R. And no R.
Yeah, the T is not the last letter and there's no R, so it can't be great. Yeah. Caitlin suggests T something, EA something. No, it can't be. No, it could be. Yeah,
because the E and the A
you're sliding the E and the A over. Yeah, you're sliding the E and the A over. Yeah.
Steam would work.
Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that we could give that a shot.
Meats would not, because the E and the A would be in the same place.
Right. Yeah. The E and the A can't be the second and third letter, respectively. Yeah.
So Jeff Barack and Empire Jeff, we need an E in it. So train and smart won't work.
Yeah, because there's no R.
Taped would work as well. I'm going to say let's go with. Oh golly, it's hard to go. Like those are both good words, and I feel like there are also a lot of them. And gleam. But we need a T for gleam. There are a lot of options with the 3 letters that we have, and so I kind of almost want to think about. I feel like it's less likely to have any other vowels because we've got 2, and they're ones that work really well together or separated. Yeah, latex, meaty. I feel like I want to go with something that
well, no, it can't be meaty. It can't be meaty because the E and the A are
the E and the A are the right spots. But there's so many options that I want to go with something that has more consonants in it. That so like lions gives us a lot, but I'm wondering if we could take out the I and the O, or take out one of the vowels and have more. Like I like that it has L and an S, but if we could get an M or a D or something like that. Caitlin, it can't be trade because no R.
Right.
Mates, yeah.
Mates.
But yeah, that still leaves us with steam. Let's see. So I'm trying to think of.
Caitlin says we could try lynx instead of lions.
Yes, I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks. Good suggestion, Caitlin. I'm looking for. I kind of wish we could get an M in there because a lot of the options had an M. Okay, let's go for
it. Lynx gives us L as the first letter.
Ooh, sweet. Anything else?
Yes. No I, no N, no K, and no S.
Sweet.
So that takes a couple of things off the table.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So it could be LATE would be great.
It could be latex. Somebody said latex.
Yeah, latex would work. Yeah. Well, let's think. What else would work at the end? It can't be later because no R.
No R.
Yeah, I think latex is good.
You want to try latex?
Yeah, let's go for that.
I think that's a good guess.
Empire Jeff, no R. Yeah, so
it's latex.
Yes, good job, us. Great job, team us. Latte would have worked.
It would
Nice.
have, yeah, but it
Yeah.
was latex. It was
Good
latex.
job. Good job. Debbie Bannister, that was a nice one. Not correct, but that was because I was going through and I was like, I was stuck on that
I
AT.
didn't. I couldn't think of any. I
Not
always
very
forget you.
often,
I always
Miss
forget you can
Evans.
have double letters. I always forget
Yeah.
you can have double letters. I'm like,
Yeah.
it could be, yeah.
Yay! Go team us. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so also one last piece of news. So
Yes.
probably not next week. Probably not the week after, though maybe by that point. But hopefully by the week after that, I will have been told that I have been accepted into my doctoral program.
Woo!
So yeah.
So
Totally ready.
some new. So when you say some news, you mean some news about some upcoming news?
Yes. So, but the last thing, so because I texted somebody who is in that program. It's like, so do you remember how long it took you to hear back? Because they haven't said when they'll make their decision or like when we should expect to hear. And so she checked her emails from back when she was accepted in the program. She said it was, she said she got her email on April 17th, which for her was almost exactly a month after it was sent in. So fingers crossed. All right. So yeah, and then next week we're back again for the second half on Wednesday.
Indeed.
At 6 p.m. We're going to find out who done it or
yes,
how it's set up in this particular version of it. And then also don't forget, next Friday is going to be another Ask Away. So if you are a channel member or a patron, you can send in a question. And if you are not yet a channel member or patron, there's a little button down here you can click to join, or you can go over to patreon.com/Steve Shives and become a patron. And then you too can tell Steve what he needs to say on his channel, because he just...
That's how it works.
Guidance, y'all. And
yeah,
then
I could never think of things to say. I could never think of what to say.
And then after he answers patron member questions, he will hang out with us in the chat next Friday. But yeah,
I will.
Y'all get a bit of a reprieve this week.
Caitlin says, here's some positive personal news. I've finally switched from estradiol pills to patches.
Yep.
I think that's how it's pronounced. I've seen it written so many times. I don't think I've ever heard it actually. Is it estradiol or estradiol?
Something like that.
Estradiol because estrogen, estradiol. I don't know.
IDK.
But anyway, cool.
And then, yes, as Caitlin also says, charitylinks.page is a curated list of Ko-Fis and GoFundMes. Funds. That's what we're looking for, folks. Friends and associates of ours who could use some financial assistance. And so if you have the wherewithal to do so, helping people is good. But then also down in the description, there are also a number of links to other associations and organizations. We talked some before the episode about, when ex-MAGA and what it means to actually be involved. There are some ways that you can be involved, even if you're not American. There's some organizations that you can help support and promote, even if you don't have any, your finances are tight. You can, get involved with them on social media and share their posts and things like that. So there are always ways that you can help out. So
indeed,
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and watching Poirot and playing Wordmaster. And we'll do this again next week, and we'll watch the second half of Death on the Nile. And then we only have 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine left in season 6. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then we'll start the last season. We'll start the last season of Deep Space Nine. Are you sad?
No, not really.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I mean, it's the same amount of Deep Space Nine, regardless. And it's going to be
over, but it's going to be over soon, and then who knows what I'm going to inflict on you after that.
Well, but if it's all that bad, I'll just tap out and say,
Deep Space Nine is the best one.
See this little leave button? I will click that leave button. I'll be like, peace out. Actually, no. You know what? I won't. I'll stay on the call, and y'all can watch whatever you want to watch, and I'll just be like, I'll get my phone. I'll play my little mobile games on my phone.
Sure,
I can entertain myself for 40 minutes.
Like a child. like a bored child.
Not bored. I will be perfectly well self-entertained.
Well, yeah, okay, good point. Touche. Streaming meanie, probably not. Probably not doing Voyager next. I haven't decided what we're going to do for my half of the show after we finish DS9. I would like to do another Star Trek thing, but I haven't decided yet. But I don't think it's going to be Voyager.
We haven't watched. You keep telling me I would like Prodigy. I have not watched that.
Well, we talked about that, but the problem with that is it's not streaming anywhere right now.
And I'm just saying.
Well, you and I could watch it. I could get you a copy. Quote,
that's true. That's
wink,
true.
Wink. But people who people wouldn't be able to.
It's not on the Internet Archive like Poirot is what you're saying.
Yeah, Caitlin. I'm kind of thinking about Strange New Worlds, but I haven't made up my mind yet.
You got some time.
I do. Yeah, it's like, we're not. We still have 2 more episodes of season 6,
and then we got a whole other season to figure things out.
That's right. But I'm thinking ahead. But I'm yeah. Strange New Worlds is on my list. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I know. Yes, they do, Caitlin, and I have it, but it doesn't help everybody watching. All right. Anyway, yes.
Steve is so thoughtful.
Yeah.
Sure. He's considering everyone.
All right.
Just looking at my hand here. Ooh, look at that.
What are we looking at?
My hand. The fact that it flexes.
Oh. I can't. Yeah, you're kind of going like it's like flat, but then it goes. Mine doesn't do that. Mine doesn't.
It does that a little bit. We are
not as. Anyway, hey, bye everybody. Show's over. We're comparing hands. See you next time. Have a good night, everybody.